Ryan Lochte, topic of Olympic conversation outside the pool then. 5 years after that chapter, we find him reflective and honest.
I messed up before that night even started. I was representing the United States of America at the Olympics.
A night of celebration by Ryan Lochte turned dark and dangerous.
I shouldn't have even thought about going out and getting drunk.
Gold medalist Ryan Lochte, he was robbed at gunpoint.
Robbed at gunpoint.
Lochte robbed at gunpoint.
I should have represented my country the way we were taught.
The group was in a taxi heading back to the Athletes Village.
While returning to the Athletes Village by taxi.
They were at a party. The cab gets pulled aside.
They took his wallet, they took his money.
It just kind of spiraled down from there.
Lochte posted, "We are safe and unharmed."
Obviously sounds absolutely terrifying. Security has been a major issue here from the very beginning. A lot of crime here. This is absolutely the story, Lewis, that Rio officials and Olympic officials had feared.
It was all my fault. And I have to live with that for the rest of my life.
That is just one piece of a Peacock original documentary, In Deep with Ryan Lochte. It's available now on Peacock. Ryan Lochte's story has had a lot of chapters in the water and out as well. Michelle Tafoya, here he is back to try to make the Olympics and the U.S. Olympic team in a different place now.
Yeah, and think about it. Michael Phelps is the only swimmer who has more Olympic swimming medals than Lochte. Phelps 28, Lochte's got 12, and Lochte's world record in the 200 IM still stands. But he doesn't want his swimming career to be remembered for that scandal in Rio. It kills him that kids who used to call him their hero now tell him on social media they don't look up to him anymore. Now he's married, 2 kids, he has a very different life. He wants people to remember who he believes he really is, a generational swimmer who can inspire other generations like those of his son, Caden, and daughter, Liv.
What a shot there on Instagram, posted Caden and Liv. It's Liv's second birthday, so it's become a family story for Lochte, a bit of redemption, but also rowdy appreciation, as you were pointing out to us during the prelims today, as you look at the birthday girl and the Lochte family there, for what Ryan Lochte did. Go back to that point Michelle made. It was a great point. All of his success in the Michael Phelps era.
Yeah, if there was no Michael Phelps, if he did not exist, this man right here would be the greatest swimmer in history. There's no doubt in my mind. And listen, I said it earlier, you know, we all live in glass houses, and he has changed his life more dramatically than anybody else I've ever seen in this sport over the last 5 years. A father, and I saw him even before Rio sit there and sign autographs for about 1,000 kids. It took 4.5 hours to do that, and I kept trying to pull him away. He said, "No, I'm okay, I'll do it, I'll do it."
And there is Michael Phelps here with the family yet again tonight, taking in all the action. This is the first of 2 semifinals in the men's 200 individual medley. Lochte will be in lane 4, 36 years old.
Take your mark.
Chase Kalish, terrific swimmer as well, next to him in lane 5. Kalish made this U.S. team in the 400 IM and is the world champion in his great career so far, 27 years old.
If you're crunching the numbers and you look at it based on what everybody's doing coming in, Ryan Lochte's not going to make the team. You say there's just no way, but again, this is one of the greatest in history, and if anybody can pull it out and get the job done, it's him. He can put this together and do it, but it's going to take the perfect swim. First of all, it's got to be near perfect here just to get into the semis, and then it's got to be absolutely perfect tomorrow night.
Lane 1, Abraham Devine, 24-year-old from the Seattle area, has the lead. Halfway through, Kieran Smith, who is on the U.S. team. He's won the 200 and the 400 free of these trials, touched second.
When Ryan Lochte broke the world record so many years ago in Shanghai in 2011, this is where he did it. He did it on the breaststroke. And if you think about the 200 IM in times, the top 16 times in history are all by Michael Phelps and Ryan Lochte. They each have 8. They're the only ones in history that have ever even broken 155.
Kalish off the wall with the lead in lane 5. Lochte to his left. They're going to check for a possible disqualification with Devine in lane 1, but the lead belongs to Kalish.
Kalish looking good. I didn't have any doubts he was going to make it on. Not much doubt about Kieran Smith. And even if Lochte finishes 4th, and I think he's going to finish 3rd. 3rd wouldn't be no problem, but I think 4th will be no problem for him. He's going to finish 4th, 158.6. I still think that makes it back.
We'll see what happens with Devine in lane 1 as they check. Ryan Lochte's time, as you said, 158.65. That is just 0.17 of a second slower than his time in the prelims earlier today.
He's not happy with it. You could tell that, and it's going to take a lot faster tomorrow. A lot faster, like maybe 2 seconds faster. Has he got 2 seconds in him? Butterfly looked good. Backstroke right there. One of the best in history. Olympic gold medalist in the 200 backstroke long ago, 2008. Coming home in freestyle, he's going to have a completely different gear.
And Kalish, the 2016 silver medalist in the 400-meter IM, just swam the 9th fastest swimmer in the world in this event, the 200 IM, with that time that he posted here in the first semifinal, 157.19. So they all look at the board, take in the time, and they'll take in the second semifinal. And with Ryan Lochte, with the very few opportunities to make the team, it becomes a nervous few minutes of waiting and watching. And Devine was, in fact, disqualified in lane 1. So that moves Lochte's time of 158.65 to 3rd. And we'll see if that is one of the 8 fastest times in these 2 semifinals as we head towards the final tomorrow. And a kiss for the birthday girl from Dad. A lot going on. She was here to support Dad, both kids as well. Different time in life, different phase in life. Brother and sister, not only dressed alike, but they'll have a memory years to come when they hear about Dad's success in the pool as a very decorated Olympian with those 12 Olympic medals. They'll know that towards the end of Dad's career, they got a chance to see him do it in person.